All right, so well, I started off as a biologist in undergrad, and I'd say I guess got my start before that in high school. I went on a backpacking trip and fell in love with the outdoors, and I was about 15 in Sierra Nevada. This project is a summary of what is being funded by National Geographic to come here and resurvey the Cashu Plot after 30 years. It's a survey of an entire bird community. Some of the things that we're interested in are how do communities of plants and animals change in space and time, and then what are the mechanisms that determine or drive those changes. People have been doing this for 30, 40 years in ecology. And about 20 years ago, people started saying, well, we can't really do that with tropical birds. There's hundreds of species. And so what that meant was that the high species diversity was causing us to have problems because we can't census all the species in the same way. In other words, when we think of the tropics, if you're from the temperate zone, right, it's about the bizarre and the fantastic and all these different forms of life histories. And that creates huge problems. We got species like parrots, which are in these big monospecific groups. Well, how do you know how many are there? You've got the oropendulas and the caciques, right? Those are the ones that have the raindrop kind of call. And then you've got these groups of social species on the forest floor that form these groups. Likewise, you've got mixed species groups. In order to do all these, to capture all these species and get estimates of all of them, we can do group counts for the parrots, oropendulas, and caciques. We'll have to do transect walks for leks. We'll have to do direct counts at flocks for mixed species flocks. And we'll have to do mist netting for army ant followers and hummingbirds. So people said, we're going to have to do all these techniques all at the same time because this is the first time that people finally came together and said, you know what? We finally know enough about tropical birds, their calls, and about their life histories that we think we can do this.